Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is when you get rejected by your crush and you tell them about it. Basically, in this scenario, they're your best friends. And yeah, that's basically everything. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. The rain lashed against your window, mirroring the storm in your heart. You'd finally done it. You'd confessed to Izuku Midoriya, your longtime crush, and he'd let you down gently. I see you as a really good friend, Wyan, he'd said, his green eyes full of sympathy. It was a kind rejection, but it still felt like a punch to the gut. Tears blurred your vision as you fumbled for your phone. The only people you wanted to talk to now were your two best friends, Katsuki Bakugo and Ijiro Kirishima. You needed their comfort, their loud presence, to distract you from the dull ache in your chest. Hey guys, can I come over now? You choked out into the phone, barely able to speak around the lump in your throat. A beat of silence, then Kirishima's concerned voice. Whoa, Wyan, what's wrong? You sound awful. Of course you can. We're just playing some video games. Bakugo's gruff voice cut in. Quit blubbering and just get your ass over here, idiot. What happened? You didn't answer. You just hung up and grabbed your jacket. The cold rain a welcome sting on your face as you ran to their shared apartment. A familiar comfort in the heart of Tokyo. When they opened the door, their usual playful banter died on their lips. Kirishima's expressions seemed to soften with concern, and even Bakugo's scowl faltered, replaced by a look of genuine worry. You didn't say a word. You just collapsed into Kirishima's arms, the tears that you've been holding back finally free to fall. He held you tight, a comforting warmth radiating from him, while Bakugo awkwardly patted your back. His touch surprisingly gentle. Hey, what's going on, Wyan? Kirishima murmured, his voice soft. What happened? He pulled back, sniffling, and wiped your eyes with the back of your hand. I told Midoriya how I feel. You whispered, and he doesn't feel the same way. The air in the room seemed to crackle with an unspoken tension. Kirishima's arm tightened around you, and Baku's jaw clenched. That damn Deku, Bakugo growled, a low, dangerous sound. He's always been useless. Hey, Bakugo, Kirishima said, but there was a flicker of something in his eyes that looked suspiciously like anger. You buried your face in your hands again. I feel so stupid. I really thought he liked me back. You're not stupid, Wyan, Kirishima said firmly, pulling you closer. You're amazing. Anyone would be lucky to have you. Bakugo scoffed, but he didn't disagree. He just stared at the wall, a muscle ticking in his jaw. Come on, Kirishima said, leading you to the sofa. Let's get you some hot chocolate, and we can watch that stupid rom-com that you like. As Kirishima went to the kitchen, Bakugo sat beside you, closer than usual. He didn't say anything. He just rested his hand on your knee, a small, reassuring gesture that spoke volumes. I just don't understand. He choked out, looking at him. What's wrong with me? Bakugo's eyes, usually so fierce, softened. There is nothing wrong with you, dumbass, he said, his voice rough but sincere. That bastard's just blind. Kirishima returned with 3 mugs of hot chocolate, steam rising into the cool air. He handed you yours, but then he sat on your other side, effectively sandwiching you between them. Exactly, Kirishima chimed in, taking a sip of his drink. Midoriya's lost. Seriously, Wyan. You're one of the strongest, kindest, funniest people I know. Anyone who can't see that is missing out. You felt a warm blush creep up your neck at their words. Even through your own sadness, It was comforting, being surrounded by their unwavering support. You still hurt for sure, but having them there made it a bit less painful. As the rom-com played, he leaned into Kirishima's side, feeling his arm wrap around you, while Bakugo surprisingly didn't object when you rested your head on his shoulder. You didn't notice the stolen glances that they exchanged over your head, the way their eyes met with a shared unspoken understanding. You didn't notice the subtle tightening of Kirishima's grip, or the way Bakugo's jaw remained clenched, a silent promise to make Midoriya regret his decision. You were too caught up in your own heartbreak to see the silent, unwavering devotion in their eyes. The devotion of two boys who were secretly, desperately in love with you. You know, Kirishima said, breaking the silence, his voice a little strained. Maybe there are other people who would appreciate you more. Who already do. Bakugo grunted in agreement, his gaze fixed on the screen, but his hand on your knee was a warm, constant pressure. You just sighed, a fresh wave of sadness washing over you. Maybe, you whispered, not really believing it, but still. I just need time. They both nodded, silent in their agreement. They would give you all the time that you needed, and when you were ready, they would be there, waiting, their hearts silently aching with a love that you are yet to discover. As the movie credits rolled, and the rain outside finally subsided, a tentative peace settled over you, cradled between your two best friends, completely oblivious to the depth of their affection. When you finally drifted off to sleep, feeling safe and secure in the quiet apartment, you missed the silent conversation that passed between them over your head. Kirishima looked at Bakugo, his eyes serious. We're going to have to tell her, he mouthed. Bakugo's gaze was intense, a rare flicker of vulnerability in his crimson eyes. He gave a single firm nod. They would give you a little more time to heal, but after tonight, they both knew they couldn't keep their feelings a secret forever. The thought of losing you to someone else, even a good guy like Midoriya, was a pain they couldn't bear. When you woke up, they would be ready to confess, to lay their hearts bare, hoping that what they offered was enough to mend your broken one. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye!